For 2025, I totally missed some of the features that they took away from this LT trim. And I want to go over that in this video. I borrowed this truck from Jerry Seiner Chevrolet here in Salt Lake City. This beautiful truck is available for sale. Let's go and check out the window sticker so you guys see options and features. At the very top is a description with the colors. So this is Cypress Gray, which is a new color. And here is a short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause. Base price comes in at $57,100, and then here are all the options. So you have the Duramax, and the must-have is the All-Star Edition. Great features in there. This one also has the Duramax in appearance package, so it gives you the 20-inch wheels, chrome assist steps, which are dealer installed, so they're not quite here yet. Fifth wheel prep package, 1090, gives you spray and bed liner, leather package, remote start package, trailer mirrors, which are going to be heated for $450, multi-flex tailgate, convenience package number 2, heat package, lots of features as you can see. Cypress Gray was an additional charge, and then this one does have the Z71 off-road package with the floor liners, and lastly the rear wheelhouse liners with clearance lights. Destination comes in at $1995 with a total price of $78,285. I was talking to one of my friends, Matthew Anderson, and he was talking to me about some of the features that you cannot get for this truck, and I was actually a little shocked, but honestly it makes sense. In a lot of cases, sometimes it really does make sense to go to the next trim level, and I think this is a good example of that. This truck has a ton of options. Now on the front end, you guys see it does have front parking sensors, and it also has the LED lights, which are an option on this truck. However, it does have halogen headlights and incandescent turn signals. Now if you would like LED headlights, that is available for LT, you would have to get that Trail Boss package to get those. Now here's something that you need to understand. For 2025, you no longer can get the Sport Appearance package, which gives you the painted bumpers, black wheels, and emblems, and the Midnight Edition package is no longer available too. So that Trail Boss package basically got rid of those packages for this model year. So I did do a video on the LTZ about that. But yes, those packages are going for LT too. Now, one thing I like about this truck is you still have the option to get 360 camera view. They call it HD surround view basically. Active grille shutters are behind the grille too for aerodynamics. Chrome recovery hooks. And that is a functional hood scoop. And then here is some of your badging on the side. And then here's a quick peek at this suspension. Independent, double wishbone. And because of the Z71 package, you have those Rancho shocks. There is a liner up front, finished in fabric. And then here is the tires. These are probably one of my favorite wheels for these LT trims. Now this is going to be a 275/65 20-inch wheel. It's going to be 3,750 pounds of capacity, and the tires about 34.1 inches tall, 10.8 inches wide, 8 lug, and you guys see those liners there, finished in plastic. You cannot get those painted, however. And here is that engine block heater plug in. What do you guys think about the Cypress Gray with the chrome? I actually like it with the chrome, by the way. I think that this color works good with black, and it works good with chrome. I think it's dark enough to just kind of give it that nice look either way. So I would actually buy this with the chrome for sure. It looks good. Now the mirrors don't have any chrome around them, and you do have those forward lights for stationary. And finally, we found a truck with clearance lights. I think that HD trucks look so much better. They look like half tons when they don't have clearance lights. You also have these lights here for reverse. Blind spot is still here. The only thing is, if you want your tow mirrors to go into tow mode, you have to do it manually, but they are power folding. This truck, being an LT, still has the smart key system too. And on the window sticker you guys saw, you do have those chrome assist steps, so they're probably on back order maybe. But here's that 8-foot bed. You're gonna have a 36-gallon fuel tank, 7-gallon DEF. And this one had the optional liner. So yes, if you want this liner, it is an option. I would go ahead and get it personally. This makes cleanup a lot easier. You guys can see the leaf pack. You have 5 leaves and that main with a helper spring, and then you have 2 overloads, more Rancho shocks. And these are going to be incandescent tail lights too, no LED, but that is available with that Trail Boss package. This one does have the multi-flex tailgate. I did see that this part was not closed all the way. Now you can push both the buttons together, and it does drop down into a step. They also give you a handle, 4 and 7 pin. And when you get the 5th wheel prep package, they give you spray in. Chevy thought that through. Ford thought that if you get 5th wheel prep package, you don't need a spray and bed liner. I think that for me, if you have a 5th wheel prep package and you use your bed, you're gonna tear up the bed. Why not have the spray in? That was smart on GM's part. You have bed lights, 400 watts of power. You have 3 tie downs on each corner. And they have a max capacity of 500 pounds each too. You guys see right there, there is a camera for bed view. That was an option. This power sliding glass was an option. Defrost is there. So for 2025, here's one option you cannot get. You can no longer get a power sunroof with LT. That's something that Matthew Anderson told me. I had no clue about it. And I was actually kind of shocked by that too. But it also makes sense because when you think about it, if you had a sunroof on this truck, it would be about $80,000. You're pretty much in LTZ territory. Class 5 hitch, you have your camera provisions and 7 pin, more parking sensors. This truck does have a Steely with a Michelin tire. It's an 18-inch wheel, and it's gonna have a 342 rear with an automatic locker, Rancho shocks there. And then here's a side view of the truck. Under the hood is this 6.6 liter Duramax diesel. This is an option. Now if you're looking at LT, there is 3 powertrain options. 2 of them are going to be the diesel, and one of them has a PTO option. So if you need power takeoff, that is available for this trim level and this truck basically. So this is going to have 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. Because this is a 3500 1-ton, it does have the 12-inch ring gear, 15W40 oil. I actually use 15W40 in the wintertime. You can use that all the way down to 0 degree too. So I just recommend plugging your truck in. Even if it's 40 degrees outside, one thing you'll notice is that the oil pressure is super high. So why not just, get that oil a little bit warmer quicker, so that oil pressure gets down lower, which means your oil pump is not working as hard. So Denso fuel pump and injectors. Let's go and check out the interior. Now when it comes down to the interior, there's a few things that you're just not going to get on a LT trim. First thing, you're not going to get the Bose premium sound system. I personally would go to an LTZ just for that one reason. I had an LTZ without Bose, and I got to tell you, if I had kept that truck, I would have 100% did a upgrade for the sound system. Now obviously if you want to do that aftermarket, you have the option. Obviously you don't have the option to get heads-up display, and out back there is no option to get heated seats for those outboard seats back there. So I think that for some people, yes, this is just the way to go if you're trying to obviously save a few $1,000s. Lastly, you don't have seat memories, but the good news is you still have power windows, power door locks, and that's more than enough for some people. They do take away auto up and down for the auto up for the passenger side, but auto down is for all other windows. We have auto up and down for the driver's side. Power folding outside glass, and you still have this 10-way seat available too. It's an option. Obviously you guys saw in the window sticker you have leather seats. It's not perforated leather. If it were me, I would skip this because I feel as though perforated leather is just going to be more comfortable, and you can still get heated seats with the cloth. I believe you can. I'm actually 100% sure you can. So I would just skip these personally. Dual climate control. You have the larger screens, 13.4 and 12 inch. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. Manual seat over here. And this does have that 6 passenger. All soft touch on the dash, which is nice for these lower trim levels too, right? And 2,976 pounds of capacity for a bed camper. Now Matthew Anderson probably will mention this in the comment section. I'm pretty sure he will. If you're gonna get this truck for $45, you can get the camper package, which will upgrade the front springs, and that possibly could give you more capacity for a bed camper. And I don't notice a difference for how the trucks ride personally. Some people say that it makes the ride harsher. I've yet to see that, so I would go ahead and get that one option if it were me too. It's not that much money, and I think the truck rides pretty much the exact same. Out back, you have these pockets. They do give you air vents. Your 120 volt power plug comes back here, so you don't have one up front anymore when you get the 6 passenger. You have 2 USBs, and when you get the leather seats, they do give you this too, by the way. That's a option, and I don't think it's available for the cloth seats, so that might be one good reason to get the leather seats, right? Lighter color roof, and then you have the LED lights. A little bit of animations for the screens. You guys see on the steering wheel. This does have push button start. And let's see. This does not have adaptive cruise control. Steering wheel heat right there. And then this is going to control that 12-inch screen. On this side, you guys saw that this did have all the cameras, so this will have 360 camera. Also, bed view. So all that was an option with this truck. I never really show this, but you guys see how all this is grayed out. The inputs on the bumper are for these basically. So if you're going to be using these cameras, you can put cameras on the inside of your trailer. So like if you have horses, things like that, you can add cameras on the inside, and that way you can see what's going on while you're going down the road. And you can actually keep this screen up. So when you are in drive, for example, right, you can basically go here and you can, let's just pretend you have the cameras inside the trailer. This will stay up on the screen, that way you can monitor what's going on back there. And I actually like that too. You have these cameras too. You could turn off the bird's eye if you just use this. You can zoom into that hitch. Now when you are in reverse and you zoom into the hitch, this will actually set the parking brake for you too, which is nice. And if you want, you can move things around on the screen. You can put the cameras up there. Here's your climate. And they do give you climate down below, as you saw. Trailer brakes right there. And then here's some of your controls for your exhaust brake. This is a lane keep assist alert, so it's going to vibrate the seat. Parking sensors can be disabled front and rear. You can drop the tailgate, caution lights, traction control, downhill assist, which is part of that Z71 package. 2 USBs, and because this doesn't have the center console, you lose the other 2 on here. A little bit of storage, cup holders, and below the seat. This is lockable too. But yeah, this is definitely a nice truck. Just above the screen, a little bit of storage. That's probably where you're gonna put your sunshades, because on the roof, they don't give you a spot for that. You guys see, HomeLink is still part of an LT. How you slide that rear glass. For your vanities, no lighting here. It's gonna be the same for both sides. Let's go ahead and check out the numbers on the door. Gross axle weight rating is gonna be 6,000 pounds. Now that will be the same for the camper package. Because this is a long bed truck, they pretty much upgrade that for you. In the rear is 7,250 pounds, which is class leading for single rear wheel. Gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 12,250 pounds. They do increase that by 150 pounds because of the long bed. 20 by 8.5 wide wheels, and all-in payload. It's actually a decent number, 3,876 pounds. This truck is pretty loaded. That's a good number. Curb weight, 8,374 pounds. 20,000 pound conventional towing, and 21,490 for Gooseneck. 30,000 pound gross combined weight rating. And in case you want to see that yellow sticker, shows you the tire pressure, 60 out front, 80 in the rear for the tires. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure your bell notifications are on. See you guys soon.